a building you're going to miss. We are at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, no love lost between these NFC East rivals. It's the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys.
Please welcome your 2026 Dallas Cowboys.
Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Well, here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this cake. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. First down, here's Dak. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
First and 10, here's Prescott. That's caught by Williams. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Give to Williams from the gun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Third and long for him here. He finds Pickens left side. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 1 yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. Williams will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's second and goal. Another for Williams. And he will not be denied a second time. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys finish up an excellent opening series. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. And bringing them out, one of 2 quarterbacks taken in the first round of this year's draft. Out of Ole Miss, it's Jackson Dart.
One of the really cool things about Jackson Dart's career, both high school and college, is every step of the way he just kept getting better. And that's what the great pros do. Joe Burrow, Lamar, Josh Allen, they never rest on their laurels. They're constantly striving to be excellent. It's exactly what Jackson Dart did collegiately and what they have to do professionally.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer. You
need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
26 yards. And the Giants first down. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Giants.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Setting up the running back screen. He works it down to the 37. Brought down by Deron Bland.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Second down now, they need 7. Here's Dart now. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And this one doesn't go far.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Third and long. They're going to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. From the gun, it's Tracy. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Dart out of the shotgun. He finds Slayton on the slant. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
On 4th down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle. The kick by Gano is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Gano ready to send this away. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. Doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't. These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
From the gun is Prescott. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. Stop made at the 36.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends would get you.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. Finds him on the crossing route. And they are all the way into that red zone.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone on 1st. Dumps it off to his running back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Dak throwing again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get 6 more on their early advantage. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11.
14, Giants 3.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Gunnar Olszewski now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be...
And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I love a good bootleg just like every other quarterback does. And bootlegs are most effective, Kate, when you're running it first and you deceive that defense. But if you're not running it, or it's a poor fake, or you got a defense that is sound, well, you have the opportunity to get hit in the face in less than 2 seconds, just like that.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. From the gun, here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this 3rd down. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Cowboys out in front. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up 4th down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott are ready to get back to work. They have played lights out on offense, scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. Here's Williams to start the drive. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Play action now for Prescott. Connects on the crosser. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Prescott here from the gun. Going all the way to the end zone here. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Taking a chance to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
On for the Cowboys field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
Aubrey puts it through, and then extends their lead to 14.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. Shoots away from one. A pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Giants offense all set to get started. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Quick one to the outside by Dart. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you've got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Dart setting in to throw here. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Here's Tracy on first down. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Back to throw. Here's Dart. Finds him over the middle. And he's just a little bit short of that first down. They stop him at the 33. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. Third down, 1 yard to go. The motion receiver left. Third down, Tracy gets it. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
On fourth down and 5, the offense staying out there. They'll go. Here's Dart. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Dak now from the gun. Into the hands of Lamb over the middle. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Giants into the nickel. 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. It's on target to Williams. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
14 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st down, here's Dak. Delivers another one to Williams. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
A gain of 25 more yards. That's another Cowboys first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some
And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21.
Cowboys 24, Giants 3.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
On the return, here comes Olszewski. This makes it up to the 25. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. On 1st down, here's Dart. This is Cox, that's Slayton. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants get it back to a 14-point game.
24, Giants 10.
Gano ready to send this away.
To kick off for New York.
Turpin with a return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots at this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. Into traffic, complete! And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. Cowboys with the lead here at AT&T. First down from the 42. From the gun is Prescott. Finds the in route complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Prescott takes off with it. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up third down.
A small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
Third and long for him here. Finds him on the crossing route. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Let's go, baby! Put some mistakes out there, offense. Take it all the way! All right, let's go! Put some points on the scoreboard! Where's your car?
All set now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Prescott takes off with it. And they're not going to give him an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Come on, this is our last chance. Come on, they don't want us to win. Come on, guys, dig deep.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. He's going for it himself. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Aubrey puts it through. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the 2nd best thing you can do. You could take all the time down, put points on the board, and maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get 1 final snap here in the half. The final throw before the break. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our 1st half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the 1st half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the 2nd half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great 1st half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So to begin the third quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. First call here coming from the shotgun. And bring the tight end left. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Darts out of the shotgun. He finds Johnson over the middle. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they mark him just short of the first. He's at the 34.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. And the Giants first down. A pickup of
Win the
2
early
yards.
battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Design quarterback run here. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Now darts going to the air. Catch made underneath by back. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Giants first down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Going on first down, it's Darts. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Out of the gun this time. Here's Darts. He's keeping it. And he gets this forward to the 19. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action with Darts. Looking for somewhere to throw. We'll put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Third down, they need 7. Third and long, they're going to throw. Drops back. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
On 4th down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. The kick by Gano is good. And the gap closes to 14 points.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Gano ready to send this away.
To kick off for New York.
Turpin with a return. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Draw play, this is Williams. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground with Williams. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space, like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
1st and 10, Prescott. Dumped off to his running back. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, a carry by Williams. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Dak off the play fake. Look wide and quick there. They bring him to the turf. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This one's reeled in, downfield by Ferguson. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st down and 10 yards to go.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
First and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that, so let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks, you want to knock them backwards, and now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on second down. Working from the pistol, Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Prescott here from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys make it a three-possession game. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21.
Giants 13.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
On the return, here comes Olszewski. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Giants about to get to work on offense. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, here's Dart. He locates Daniel Bellinger. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for a New York first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, New York.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Giants who are going to have it to start the fourth quarter, partner, in a game that seems pretty far out of their reach. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Dart gonna throw again. Jump off, caught by his back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, so often we hear of a pass and catch downfield taking timing and anticipation. Well, the screen is actually something that takes a lot of practice reps. There are so many moving parts, from the lineman to the running back to the timing with the quarterback. That's well done.
Dart's back to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Throw here, third down. Pass complete to Robinson. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
And the Giants, first down. A gain of 18 on the play.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On first down, here's Dart. Completed to his running back. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
A give to Tracy up the middle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
11 more yards. That's another Giants first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And he's just going to hook this one into about row C there, and some lucky fan and hauling a heck of a souvenir.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. They'll work against the blitz. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions.
New York.
They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Gano for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants get it back to a 14-point game.
34. Giants 20.
Gano ready to send this away.
New York.
Turpin with a return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Dumps it off to his running back. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Kate, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. The defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys making a 3-score game in the 4th. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21.
Cowboys 41, Giants 20. Brandon
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now here comes the New York offense. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Going on first down, it's Dart. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Dart out of the shotgun. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Third and a lone yard coming up. A handoff to Tracy. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. He's keeping it, he's going for it. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
All set to go now from the 35. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Here's Dart now. Hits his running back. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is second and inches. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Offense is set, first and 10. Throwing it again here. He's got it in the red zone. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
With these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They are throwing it again. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
And the Giants, first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Giants hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Here's Singletary. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stinks.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. Darts looking to throw. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
On 3rd and goal, it's Dart. Brings it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Gano for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants get it back to a 14-point game.
Giants, 27.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And they bring him down around the 34.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore. But he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. Up the gut they go with Williams. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The Giants using their first timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Giants' 31-yard line.
Stay tough, boys! Stay tough!
Another run for Williams. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout.
Let's go!
Can't phone it in now.
Keep it going. Take it to him.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Cowboys have likely locked up the win right there. George Pickens the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And we got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
So we have a pause here. Inside 2 minutes, all reviews come from the booth.
Previous
And they want to
play is
take one
under
more
review.
look. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21.
48. Giants 27.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
On the return, here comes Olszewski. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Giants and Darius Slayton with the football once again. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Finds the in route complete. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35.
A gain of 10 yards.
An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
1st and 10 now from the 46. From the gun, here's Dart. Trying to push deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Dart gonna throw again. Passing struggles bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Hands are tied. Gotta have it on this 4th down. Desperation time here. Throw right side is caught by Robinson. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.